Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Why You So Envious. And today again is Sunday, Saving Sunday. We do our faith challenges and all of those things. Today we're going to be working on let's see, what are we doing today? Let me see if where's my okay, Sisters of Faith. Here's Sisters of Faith. All right. We're going to be doing $10 into Aisha. She sent me a message and told me how to say her name. Her name is Aisha. She said the A is silent. So this is for Aisha and my friend Kathy, $10. And I did, so the dashboard that you see is from, God, I said I was going to look that up. Is it Bookish Mama Budgets? Okay, y'all, I'm going to find out who I got this from, and I will let y'all know. And y'all have to excuse me. I've cut it up, so I don't have, oh, is it on the back? No, it's still not on here. Okay, I'm going to find out who this is from, and I'll make sure I get it linked for y'all. And if I don't, y'all call me on it and let me know, and I'll get it put in the description because I'll forget. But I was going through this earlier today, and I realized, y'all, that I have not been playing the game that I created. So I did create a board game for the ladies. I also created a set of minis for the ladies. And I did create some tinies that are kind of like, just they're tinies. They've got numbers and they've got D's with question marks and D's with numbers. So these are the tinies. And then I also created these little pieces to go with the game board. So I counted the money, including today, y'all, they have $40. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come back probably one day this week and actually start playing this game. So y'all look for that video to come out. I am going to do that because I think it's important to play the game and just to stay encouraged. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with that. I'm not going to save in any of the other spaces today on that, but I am going to move into the Sisters of Faith, and we're going to put $10 into it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's go to our and we're just gonna go back and forth. We got a three-sided die, waiting on my two-sided dies to come in. I did order those off of Etsy, so when they come, I'll probably use those for that. But we've got $10 to kind of go back and forth between these two, so we're gonna do that. Let me grab my marker. All right, so let's roll the die. We're gonna start on this side. Actually, let's start on this side because I know we started on that side last time. So let's do 2. And so that's not the right color, but it's gonna be today because it's the one I'm using. All right, we're gonna put 2 over here. All right, let's go to the other side, and it's going to get 2 as well. And y'all, this is a book by Oma from Oma Crafts and Budgets. She sells this one on her Etsy. That's $2 going in on this side. He fights your battles is what it says here. And this one says living by his promises. We're back on this side, and it's getting 3. It's getting 3. And, uh-oh, y'all, I was supposed to put what they got in here. Okay, that's 3. So it got 2 and 3. 2 and 3. And this one got 2 and 2 and 1. So we'll start over here on the next one because it got the last one. Okay, so we will start over here. Okay, so $5 going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. All right, y'all, get that in. And we've got 5 going in over here too. Okay, so they split it. All right, so cool. All right, so that is Sisters of Faith by Oma Crafts and Budgets. Okay, and it says, thank you so much for your purchase. I hope this helps you on your savings journey. God bless. So, Almost Crafts and Budgets, Sisters of Faith, and it's going to giving. So when it's done, I'm going to take all of these funds out and that purple binder, light lavender binder. And by the way, y'all, this lavender binder was gifted to me by On at On. Is it On? And I used to know it On. I'm sorry, but I'll link on to. She's a sweetheart, so go check her channel out as well. But yeah, when I'm done with everything in this journal, a binder, it's going to go to this binder. So that's not why I'm really not concerned when I don't stuff this one, you know, the way I want to, because all of this is going to here. Okay. All right. That's all I have, y'all, for this video. I know that was a quick one. I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and do, you know what, let's go ahead and add Rollin D's to this. Yeah, we got $5. We got a few minutes. Let's go ahead and add Rollin D's to this. Yeah, Rollin D's is a new challenge that I started Friday because I go to bingo, y'all, and I like bingo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I know sometimes it's going to be hard for me to go because of right now I'm not working, and so I don't really have an income. I have a little side hustle, but it's a startup for a company, and you know they're trying to get started. So I understand, you know, payroll and all that. It's a little, you know, delayed. So I'm okay with that because I know it's going to be greater later. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to play Rollin D's. And if you do not know what Rollin D's are, go back to my Friday video. I kind of introduced it. There are 2 games in one. There's another game board. Yep, here it is. This game board comes with it, and these tinies, as well as the game that you're about to watch me play, and these minis. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, we're going to move that die over, and I keep the Rollin D stuff over here because it's quite a bit. All right, we're going to need 2 colored die for the, let me pull it up so you can see it. For these, because you're going to roll those, and then so that those 2 dies are going to tell you where to go as far as here. So if you roll a orange and a blue, there's your intersection. Okay, or you can do, that's not orange, that's red and a blue, that's your intersection. Or you can do red and blue from here in that intersection. So you can do either way. Okay. Also, orange and pink are together here because your die either has orange or pink. If I'm not mistaken, you don't have both. The 2 I happen to have orange on it. So I wanted to make sure I allotted for the people who had pink. So that's how you find your place. And then depending on whether you roll you get a D2, a D3, a D4, a D6, or a question mark, you'll roll. These dies will tell you what you save. Okay, I don't have my D2. I'm waiting on my D2 to come in, but I do have a D3. So here's my D3. I do have a D4. There's my D4. And then I do have a D6. There's my D6. And if it lands on D2 or the question mark, then I get to choose. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. And anything that's left over at the end gets put down here. Okay. And I am going to laminate this. I'm probably going to make mine a little bigger. You can adjust yours if you like. I'm going to make mine a little bigger just so I can see the numbers a little better. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's roll. Oh, what did I do with the money? Sorry, y'all. I'm playing with Dollar Tree prop coins. I'm playing with the quarters. That's $5 worth of quarters right there, y'all. Let me turn it around this way. Hopefully, y'all. Look, y'all can't even see that. Lord help me. Okay. Let me slide that down. All right. I got to get ready for church, y'all. So I'm going to speed through this. All right. Let's roll. Oh, and I need the black marker. All right, y'all. There go the black marker. All right. Let's go. All right. So we got double green. So double green is right here. And it says for me to roll a D2. I don't have my D2, so we're going to use the 6-sided die, and we're going to say 4. And so that's 4 quarters. And we play this for quarters, y'all. And so if you one of those people, you know, like me, who on a budget, don't be scared to say those quarters. You can see here I can even save dimes, and I did create a dime game, y'all. I promise y'all gonna watch it. Y'all gonna get to watch me play those. Okay. Yeah, my funds are funny, y'all. So all right, let's roll. All right, so we got double reds. Ooh, y'all, we on these doubles today. That's a D2. And so again, I can choose whichever dice I want. My D4 has a 2. My D6 has a 2. So I'm going to use my D3, which has 3 on it. Okay. And so I'm going to put 75 cents back into the cash tray. And this just keeps me from going over, y'all. Okay. Using those coins. All right. Let's roll again. All right, look, y'all, we got double blues. Y'all, we are on it. Okay, we've already used those. Okay, so we don't have those. So we're going to leave all the other dice in here, and I'm going to bring them to the front so we'll see what's on them. Okay, but I'm going to roll just the color die. Y'all, you're not going to believe that's double purple. Wow, we've rolled that 2 already. Okay, 4 doubles in a row, y'all. Can y'all believe that? All right, let's go again. All right, yellow and red is what I have. So yellow and red is a D3, and yellow and red is a D6. I think we're going to go over here to the D6. Y'all, the D6 has 1. So let's put that 1 in here, and we're going to roll again. All right. All right, we've got purple and orange. So here's purple, and here's orange, or here's orange. No, here's purple, and here's orange. So we can either do a question mark, or we can do a D3. Let's do the question mark because the D6 has a 5 on it. So let's say 5. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $1.25 going in. All right, we're getting down to the wire, y'all. If I don't get D6, I still got enough for D6 though. If I got a D6, I still have, yeah, I got 7, so I got enough. All right, let's grab everything and get it in the dice roller. All right, we've got red and blue. So we've got red here with blue, and we've got blue here with red. That's already done. So let's do the D with the question mark. 2, 2, and 1. We're going to do a 2 because the D4 has a 2. The D3 has a 2. The D6 has a 1. So we're going to take that 2, and we're going to put 2 in here. All right, yeah, we got 5 left. I think we're going to chance it. Let's go ahead. And if push come to shove, we'll just put 5 on her instead of 6. Uh-oh. And of course, I got a 6 on one of the die. Lord have mercy. All right, I got blue and red. So red and blue, I just did that one, so no. And I got red and blue there, so I can't do either one of those, okay? I'm going to bring all of these to the front so we can see what's on them. All right, we got purple. I know we don't have purple and yellow anymore. That's purple and yellow, and that's yellow and purple. We don't have that anymore either. So that's the only thing about this game is once you start getting the board filled up, you'll see that it's hard to kind of get through it. We've got green and orange. So green and orange is a question mark, and orange and green is a question mark. So either way, it's going to be a question mark. I'm going to take this one down here at the bottom, and we're going to do 2 because we don't want to go over. Okay, we're going to do 2. So we're going to take those 2. That leaves us with 3, and we're going to add that 3 to here. Okay. All right, y'all, that is Rollin D's. That is the $5 that I save every day so that I can go to bingo on Friday. Okay. Again, this is a listing on my Ko-fi, and somebody told me it's not there. So as soon as I get back from church, y'all, I will check this to find out what went on. I scheduled it in Kofi, but the scheduler must not be working for me because this is the second time I've scheduled something that hasn't posted. So I'll go in and get that posted. Let me get up and get ready for church. I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care. Bye.